KD, as women, there's rules we need to stand by. Stand for something to fall for anything.
Look, one, never let a nigga fuck you over more than once. Two, anybody owe you bread, do not accept the crumbs. Remember, you can never tell these bitches everything. Four, today she call you sis, tomorrow she your enemy. Five, money to the side, don't let no nigga leave you dry. Six, stand no business, if they say it's up, you better ride. Keep the family first, put that in front of everything. Bet that on yourself if you gon' roll the dice on anything. Any points to be made, don't be scared to prove it. And you better look fucking good when you do it. There's rules on how to move out here, you know this shit get ugly. I had a bitch do me the dirtiest, but claim to love me. I went through hella shit and back to be kicked up and comfy. You see how hard I grind, little bitch, don't never call me lover. You fuck a nigga good enough and
hey y'all, hey. Let me know if y'all can hear me down in the chat. How you guys? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey, Dan Yeezy. Dan Yeezy, can you hear me? Yes. Yes, please. Let's make sure. Let's see. Let's put a 1 in the chat. You can hear me. Let's see. Hey, Miss Oso D. Let's.
Hey,
Great. We here. Happy Sunday, everybody. And you know what we're talking about today? Relationships. Let's start there. Relationships. Let's talk about it on both sides. On both sides of the whole situation. We're talking about men, women, togetherness, these kids. Let's talk about how people start off in the honeymoon phase and don't know how to run away once the signs start signing. Let's start there. Let me put the link in the chat. Okay, so I put the link in the chat if anybody want to come and have a open conversation with us. So what I was thinking about relationships, we was talking about like earlier, and we was in our one chats group conversation, and we was talking about the fact of, you know, being in a relationship and kind of like knowing when to walk away when you've given too much. When you've given too much, and like when you're a giver and you're giving much relationship, that when that reality starts to hit in your head, now you're trying to figure out, how did I end up here? Let's get up out here, because you don't care about me how I care about you. I think at this point in my life, maybe I'm different, but I'm starting to reevaluate, besides, you know, relationships with just like a mate, but also relationship with people every day, family members, friends, and just evaluating and seeing if this is even worth being around, even worth dealing with each other. What you think, D?
I mean, well, you know a little bit more about me behind the scenes. I'm past that evolutionary phase. I've definitely hit the point where I do not care if we are blood related or not. Loyalty and how you treat me means a lot to me now. I know what it's like to settle for less, but I also know what it's like to get better. So now that I've experienced better, I can't see me
Right.
backtracking, irregardless to the status you have in my life.
Right. I get that. I could appreciate that. I think when we start talking about relationships, when do you feel like it's too soon to really have to show that loyalty, to really try to
Loyalty
have
to
to
me.
give yourself to that person? Like for me, I right away start looking into stuff. So if a person needs me, or if there's like a situation, I'm just that type of person. I want to help, want to be there. But when do you feel like it's too early for a person to be asking about anything?
I don't really have a time frame on it. I feel like it's a natural progression for me. And honestly, I know when I meet somebody whether or not I'm gonna be loyal to them. I just don't know what day is gonna kick in. That's why I say it's a natural progression for me.
Right.
Either I'm gonna rock with you or I'm not. At this juncture of my life, I don't make it real for because I already know what it is. I'm just different to the point where I'm just not gonna waste our time. Now, I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna waste our time. If I ain't feeling it, I need to release you. So, and you need to release me. I'm very civil in that way. I go find somebody that wants to
Right.
that want what you want,
Right.
and I'm gonna find somebody that want what I want. But I don't want to waste nobody's time.
I get that. I understand that. I think
I gotta go out
when it
and come
comes to
right back
these
in. Okay.
relationships, yeah. I don't raise nobody's man child. Let's start there. I don't feel like that's my job. I don't think it's fair to me to have to raise your child that you didn't raise yourself. Okay, because at this point, if I got to raise them, that means do a good job. I noticed in my path of meeting men, and doesn't matter if they're young or old. I just feel like there's some young dummies and some old dummies for sure. Danielle said, "Yep." Just like we have women know if we're gonna sleep with the man or not. Okay, I got you, D. Facts, Daisy. Listen, I definitely don't want to build a bear. You're right, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's fair to either one of us. I don't want to play your mom, and I want a man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, what people will do, these conversations of the alpha male, you know what I'm saying? The conversation of what a man wants and how he wants it and how we should be submissive. But let's get to the part of we have to know who to submit to. We don't submit to everybody. Everybody don't get submission. I'm sorry. You have to prove to me that I can trust you, that I can wholeheartedly believe that you can lead me in the right way. If you can't lead me in the right way, what am I doing this for? Maybe it's just me. I'm sorry, but why do you want me to have to give you all of that and you haven't proved nothing? And I feel like that's the same way when somebody says, "Oh, I'm putting you to a test." Don't put me to a test, because I'm definitely going to fail. Because especially if I haven't talked to you long enough, you may not even be worth it to me. Because the problem is most people, hey, Cartoon, how you doing, hon? Most people believe that they're more than what they really are. Let's bring a perspective. We meet these people, and these men really feel like, no offense, but they really feel like they really feel like we should trust them wholeheartly without them even putting in any work. Like, I mean, like men, like real men that know how to be providers, men that know how to be protectors. And then when you get these men that say that they're all that, but once you get in that situation with them and you realize that, hey, hold up, him not a protector. All righty. Him not a protector. Him not none of that. I don't feel secure with you, sir. You don't make me feel like I want to be here. And a lot of times that's because, and I can take some criticism for myself as a woman. I know that there's times that I don't say nothing. I'm more observant and I just kind of try to weigh it out. But so I think a lot of times what they do is they do a lot of negative. Kind of like I told Coach my staff, I say, you know what? You correct in the moment, because silent approval is approval. Well, I give silent approval because a lot of times I'm watching and I'm observing, and then I'll say something and then it'll be kind of like, well, no, you don't say nothing. Like, I know for me, dealing with dealing with the different elements of men. Like I have great brothers in my life. I have great, father figures in my life. My brothers have a lot of great friends. Now I just chose the stupid one. That was my bad. My bad. Okay. My brother have really getting around them. I've seen these men have protected and loved the women that they have to the point where now when you start dating, you start looking at people, you start saying, a man starts talking to me too much about finances, it turns me off. And maybe that's just me. Then I just want my Dan Easy says, Dan Easy says, I just want my heart protected. If I can't get that, it's like, right. Because it's not much to feel secure. You know what I'm saying? We can take care of ourselves, especially if you're a provider, you know how to work, you independent. And they hate about talking about the independence, but let's talk about it. You need an independent woman because when your stuff falls, or if it falls, or if you get ill and you can't take care of what you got to take care of, I'm sorry, you need to have an independent go-getter with you that's going to say, you know what, you ain't got nothing to worry about, baby, and nothing's going to happen to you. But, it's just, it happens like that. Now, Jess says, we know what shouldn't be trusted. Yes, ma'am.
Let me interject right here, though. And it's not that I'm disagreeing with you or going against what you're saying, but I'm going to give you another question to give you another perspective, right? You're saying that you can be with somebody and they want this loyalty and you feel like you're not making me feel safe. Well, if you don't feel safe, why the fuck is you staying there? Like, how long does it take? Like, why you waiting on the other shoe to drop? Yes, it could get better, but most of the time, in your mind, it doesn't, or it takes a really long time. So why hold out and not go and try to find something that works better for you instead of staying in a situation where you know you don't feel 100% secure?
I'm gonna say for me, a lot of times you really don't know a person until you get few months in. You know what I'm saying? They can only be a leopard. A leopard can only change, they can't change a spot. So leopard can only pretend for so long before you start seeing them spots come through. So a lot of times it takes a few months to really feel to understand, because I'm gonna tell you, oh, I'm a protector, I'm a provider, I'm gonna do this, they can do talking. But then once you really sit in your situation, you realize that maybe they not what we think.
And see, for me, I'm a woman, but you know me, Brit, you know me. How the fuck our intuition work in every other area, but in the goddamn beginning? Say, you know what you feeling in your stomach. You know in your head that shit that you putting together that's really supposed to be 4 when you put 2 and 2 together, but it's 98. You have those inklings. It is that you ignore them when you like somebody and you like who they are, or you like how they make you feel, or you like how they nail you to the cross. They can fuck you past that mindset, that itch, that tingling in your head. And that is you start seeing them red flags. You start seeing them be pink before they turn red. To me, when you ignore them, you cannot hold that person more accountable than you hold yourself. This is not directed towards you, that's just in general. I've learned to pick up on it, but when I was younger in a different phase of life,
definitely. I think
I've learned, for me, you bypass it.
I see the red flag.
Now, granted, I do feel like, and this is not a man versus women thing, but I do notice men like to I'm mad my dog come up here chewing like that. Come on, bro. Go ahead with the foolishness. But now I feel like sex kind of clouds your judgment. I think that's why a certain gender likes to nail you to the cross as soon as they can, so that you don't see them red flags. You act like you at Six Flags before you realize what color the flags is. Friend, that food cannot taste that good. it for shit show can't taste that good, friend. Come on now, bro. What did you eat?
Panda Express.
I'm talking about that Panda ain't make that food that good, friend. You act like you was at Chinese kitchen in the city.
My first time eating today.
Okay, well that makes sense. I'm gonna cut this on plate.
So what's the
It's not
topic?
that good. The Panda Express.
You know it's chicken, Danielle. It's some form of chicken.
Okay,
It's
so
orange
question.
chicken.
Orange chicken and teriyaki.
That's your homegirl favorite too.
His same little mix right there.
Here you
The
go
same
with this
little
shit
mix.
eating green. Here we go. But you got a pretty smile, friend. You got a pretty smile. Go ahead,
Yeah,
friend.
here we go. I ain't gonna say nothing.
What we talking about? I had to. No one text me or nothing. Let me know what was
I ain't
going
gonna
on. I just had to.
I'm not going. So we not gonna act like the StreamYard link wasn't dropped over 30 minutes ago, because that's what I clicked to get here. Yeah. Grab your phone. Look around. Look around. You ain't gotta borrow my glasses. That link definitely in it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, right there.
Be able to. Nope, I don't want that.
I see it.
You see, and to see that all that accountability y'all have, it rubbed off on me. I be accountable too, friend.
What's up, Dan Yeezy? Naomi? What the topic
Bill,
is? I thought we were supposed to be doing movies today.
that's Monday.
Mm.
Oh, you don't want to watch Soul Food?
Monday
Are
we
you
have our
ready?
topic for Monday.
No, I ain't watching yet.
So Monday, you guys. Thank you, Cartoon. Thank you. I appreciate it. D Shep, King, welcome. And Jeezy, thank you for coming. But what we're talking about is relationships. We're talking about the fact of, Can you hear me?
Indeed.
Let's see. Okay, we're talking about Dee was going over the red flags and being able to see and understand the red flags. And how
Not
any other
necessarily.
time our intuition is most of the
Spot
time
on.
our intuition is on point. And so how come in the beginning of the stages our intuition is the same? I must say a lot of times in the beginning stages, I am not looking for the
You ignoring them. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, go ahead, but you be ignoring them. Yeah, you be ignoring them.
I be ignoring them. I ain't gonna lie. Don't let them be fine. Don't let them be fine tall. Listen, if he fine and
you
tall,
be ignoring him. He's so tall, he's standing in front of the red flags. You can't even see him. That don't mean they not there.
We'll talk about it later.
And let me tell you something. Most crazy people, not men, not women, most crazy people, they tell you they crazy. And you be like, it's gonna be different with me. And in fact, gonna be worse. It is motherfucking gonna be worse. It's gonna be he gonna take you or she gonna take you all the way down through there. But you see the shiny package on the outside.
But I give a warning label in the beginning. So,
and I get that. That don't make
goes is like, yo, I'm low key crazy.
But see, for me, it don't matter. Low key, high key,
side effects for me.
Britt, I don't care if it's low key, high key, or Alicia Keys.
But I'm a lovable
It don't matter what. It don't matter what key it's in. This is what I be saying. If you have the awareness that you're crazy and you're not doing the work to eradicate the crazy or make it less, bruh, if you don't take that cross-eyed picture down, I can't fucking focus. Anyway, if you don't do the work to change that and you know that you have an issue. Yeah, like if you know that you crazy and you know there's something that you know is toxic, why not do the work instead of just giving a warning label? Like, hey, I'm dangerous, but still fuck with me. It don't translate. Because you know you're choosing to continue to stay fucked up.
D Shep Now, D Shep says most relationships are based off of superficial attraction. Definitely. Because if you ain't fine like when I don't want it. Dang, why do I gotta be like that? I be trying hard. I be trying not to even look at a person like that. Like, let me try to find something else. But if I'm not physically attracted to him, like, I am a sucker. Okay, I am a sucker. Let's start there. Okay, I am a sucker.
But I mean that's just being realistic.
Y'all listen.
Nobody looks at you and be like, "Ooh, she look like she could shop real
I am
good.
a
Ooh,
sucker.
she look like she could read the fuck out of a book." Like that's just not how it works. It
No, I
has to
say
start with attraction.
listen, I can tell by his walk. It's like
It ha-
fine. Okay, let me tell y'all about this man I met. I met this man, and I could have to say something. He was fine, tall, muscular built, just white teeth, like just oh. When the Lord made him, he made him perfection. But that's all I saw. And then when he started talking, and I was like, oh, okay, and everything. And I think that a lot of times we don't want to admit it, but we know when a person is there to destroy our life. Run. But even fellas, you guys look, y'all get fooled every time with a big butt and a smile, baby. Y'all, a guy can see a fine woman with a big butt and a smile. He don't know what this girl is like, nothing else. This girl could really be a real live 5150. All he saw was ass, titties, and smile. And he said, oh, she is bad. She is that.
I disagree. I think they see it. I just think they don't care and they'll risk it for the biscuit. It's us that get fooled because we want to see what we want to see. We want it to be what we want it to be. They will literally see somebody and be like, you know what? Whatever. F it. Like they know it's a chance. They just like, I don't care. I still want what I want from this person. We're the ones that are thinking about a couple of forevers, or at least women are known for that. You know that is not the subscription God put in my life. I definitely went to the bathroom when he was giving that one out. But I think that men are just more transparent. They just, hey, I want what I want. If it turned into something else, it turned into something else. But they see what they want in the moment and they go after it. Women, to me, think more long term in the beginning.
No facts. No, D Chef said the physical attraction isn't the problem. The problem is when you realize the emotional disturbance but can't look past the physical. Facts. I'm gonna agree.
Leave Chef cooking some.
Attracted to crazy. Yeah, and that's true.
You better holler, Brit. You better holler, Brit.
Listen, that is for me, and I know it, and that's something I'm working on, because I honestly feel like on my forehead it says, "You crazy? Come here." Crazy, how you doing? Crazy, okay, so it's me. Like, I gotta. So
I want to know, when people say I'm working on it, what work you doing? Like, when you applied it to put in the work of changing it, like is it that you want to change? Do you want like a medium crazy instead of like part-time crazy instead of full time?
I'm trying to change because I am attracted to certain things. So I'm trying to change with myself. I'm doing the work for myself, and that means kind of going against what I normally would do or deal with. And I can't look past the signs no more. It's 2025. I can't look past the signs. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm about to throw this grenade and I'm a duck. Please don't throw it back at me. Okay. So this is what I would say. You feel like you attract crazy, right? You say you give a warning label that you crazy. I think that you are attracting. I think you used to attract what you were, but you're evolving. So your tolerance level of that level crazy is depreciating, because the crazy that you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that woman don't exist no more. So you getting
No,
tired of it.
definitely.
It's not about being
Yeah.
attracted to it. The growth outweighs the attraction at this point. So yeah, I do think you doing work. Don't get me wrong. I'm being facetious when I was picking with you there. But I think you have to accept your evolution. You can't
Right.
keep growing and then keep reaching backwards for attraction.
Yeah.
You ain't never gonna get nowhere.
Yeah.
You've outgrown that phase. So it don't matter who you attracted to sexually, physically, whatever chemistry. If you're not at that place anymore, you ain't gonna be able to tolerate that person anymore. The way that you could handle it or overlook red flags, you can't do that as you get older if you got any common sense about yourself.
Right. No, I get it. That's true. Now, Chef said, Britt, your forehead says, hello, crazy. Meet crazier.
I don't think she's crazier anymore. I do not think. I think she's crazy. Not crazier, crazy. Evolution. You're evolving.
I just, you know what? I think I got to the point where sometimes I just want a regular life. I want to deal with the regular stuff. Like I don't, a lot of times I don't want to. I just want to love on somebody's son and mind my business. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to go through the fight and argue. I don't want the dysfunction. I don't want all that. I really want to be able to deal with a mature soul. And you know what's crazy is because like I normally like older, and like lately the older has been just as stupid as the youngers. So it's like instead of YNs, we got ONs. Okay, let's start there. ONs, because it's like somebody didn't teach them. But then when you meet certain people, you like, dang, like, look at this person. You look at the evolution of this person. And then you got this person that's the same age and they just the same dummy. Like, who raised you? Was you raised by wolves?
ONs used to be YNs.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got teenage daughters, and my biggest thing is, look, be careful. Be careful. Lead them YNs where they at. Leave them where they at. And Jeezy, I know. Jeezy, you just this picture. Just know, I'm like 5 seconds away because Jeezy be doing stuff on purpose, and you know he over there smiling, showing all 32, and it's just true. D now they just older. No facts. Like it's like, ugh. It's like, dude, what is going on? Like, you guys, it's no, like, we're not maturing or nothing. I ain't go there. But then we look at the fellas, right? Because the women, we ain't the only ones that's in this. Look, yep, a ON is a YN that never grew up mentally. Salute, self-made. Salute, bro. How you doing? Definitely.
I'm team
but like
you
that
evolve.
goes to show for her.
I said I'm team you evolve, and you're at that frustrating phase where you still attracted to what you used to be attracted to, but mentally you just can't do it no more. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, it's tiring. And don't get me wrong, healing is cool. It's boring than a motherfucker though. I ain't about to lie to you. Sometimes when you're not used to boring, it feels uncomfortable for you. Peace feels boring. Peace feels like I'm just chilling. I ain't got nothing crazy, nothing toxic going on. That's a foreign feeling if you ain't never had it.
Right. No, definitely. But I think for me, I'm starting to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my time on a lot of stuff. So a lot of times people be like, oh, you know, they might say, "Oh, Britt, you being so this and you being so that." No, I'm really just coasting and watching stuff and just making sure that stuff even makes sense, because it's not right out here in these streets, okay? But then like we look at the fellas and we look at like, especially when you see them in a dating phase and you see how these women are and all that, and I be looking at them like, look, I'm quick to say something. Like I told Jeezy, I'm quick. I'm sorry. Holidays coming, you ain't invited and you ain't got no plate. Hey, Two Wheels. And you ain't got no plate. Like, what are you doing? You don't even need to be dealing with these people. That's the crazy part. Why you even, if they, that's crazy.
No comments. No comments.
Oh yeah,
I got my
Denise,
quiet finger
right.
up.
No, I don't want your quiet finger. I want you to say something because we here. We here now. We here now. What they say? Little puss assholes. Little puss assholes. I'm working on myself. You saw you like I said that? Little puss assholes.
And it's the imitation New Orleans accent for me. But this is what I would say. I grew up in a family of men that cook. So I'm not saying a woman shouldn't cook, but I don't see nothing wrong with a man doing it neither. Why should the expectation always be that the woman make it easier for the man? Feel like it should go both ways.
Well,
We
my
both human.
friend
We
don't
both
know how to
adults.
cook. My friend done burnt chicken twice at this point. Why are we even making this man even have to go make something in the oven or on the stove? He gonna burn it every time.
This is what I will say. Yes, my friend does not know how to cook by choice. By choice. My friend made it 40-something years on this earth, figuring out how to feed himself. Whenever he's ready to learn how to cook, he can. I'm not knocking no woman, catering to him, spoiling him, but my friend also has a willingness to learn how to cook. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? He is not the type of man that's like, I'm absolutely not going to do it. Now he's at a point where, hey, I could be somebody's partner now. People mindset change and mature over time, kind of like the evolution we were talking about with you, but whatever.
Right.
It happens over time. Yes, it's all fine, well and dandy for somebody to bring him to a plate. But you know that nigga funny. You don't even know if he gonna eat the damn food because he will or not he trust you.
Right. Well, go make him something. Figure it out. At this point, my friend be hungry and he always eating now and he don't need to be eating out. Somebody who is gonna take care of you, friend?
He gonna take care of himself.
Not them little pussy assholes.
They can cater to him, but guess what? When they not around, guess what he gotta do?
Well, they not catering to them eyes right there. To them eyes right there, not catering to.
With them eyes,
Not
he
happening.
can't see them. He can't find them to cater to him.
So, facts. So this is what I was thinking, right? I was thinking, okay, maybe I need to do a challenge for myself, right? And
Okay.
sometimes I feel like, you know, we're very hard on ourselves, and I feel like I need to kind of broaden my horizons.
Okay.
Like I want a soft life. Have you? I don't know if you've been watching this on Instagram, but it's people with it's these women that they call themselves having a soft life, right? And but none of them is married. None of them is married to a black man. And they say the soft life happens because the others get with these black women and give them the world. So like when I go visit, if I could say I go to Dallas and I go visit my homeboy and I don't never go in my wallet, never pull out my purse. Never. Even the last time I went, we all went out to eat drinks. I did not pull out. So like, but it's a lot of people that aren't like that. And I feel like a lot of times I might be blocking my blessings because I just want to stay so true to the brothers that I might be missing out on my blessing.
I don't know. My grandfather is white, so my grandmother definitely went the other route. And she did it later in life. You
Mhm.
know, he's not my biological grandfather, contrary to what people think.
Mhm.
I'm light skinned because the other grandfather is some other stuff. But I watched
Okay.
my grandmother be with a man in the South in the 90s. She's black, he's white, and she black, black. Like, she's African and American.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
and that's what ended up happening to her. And she wasn't even really feeling him. I think she was on the I want to stay faithful or loyal to men. She hadn't been with somebody in years, but he was just very persistent. And he technically gave her a soft life. It made for my life to be easier. I could tell you that. And she wasn't
Right.
yeah, she wasn't, like she kind of fought against it. Now, me, I've never dated outside my race, but I'm not opposed to it. I think you like who like you.
Right.
I just find that
That
people of
makes
other
sense.
nationalities, my experience, when the way they approach you is different. It feel like you on a job interview. So I never know that they flirting with me because they asking me all these questions like they about to hire me and they be throwing me out.
Right. Not the hire, not you about to get hired. Thought you was getting hired.
Yeah, and I ain't even put in no application. They be well, hi, how are you? Where you from? What do you do for a living?
Right.
How many kids do you have? How long have you been here? Like, my God, today, like but that's honestly, that's something I need to work on because that is not a weird line of questioning. It's just not something black people do with our super swagged out asses, which is part of our problem
Right.
because we don't ask little goddamn questions in the beginning. We don't learn nothing. They be pure attraction, pure feelings,
Right.
pure emotions. It's all vibes and energy and all that. Versus, figuring out. And I'm a big person that pushes toward to have the difficult conversations in the beginning so that you're not hurting me.
Right. Now Dan Yeezy said, I tried that with the white guy. I tried that with the white guy. They love black women different. Only reason why it didn't work was because his mom was prejudiced. She had 3 white sons, all loved black women. All right. Now D Chef says, be with who makes you happy, but still pay attention to the flags. Facts. Facts. I can agree with that. I can. I think a lot of times, now that I got older, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times we put ourselves in a box and um don't get it twisted. I love black men. I'm attracted to black men, but I feel like sometimes we put ourselves in a box that makes us not be able to see what might be out there. And so I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna give myself a task. I'm gonna give myself a little task to try to work towards and see if I can try it and see if I'll do it. Because I'm always getting approached, but I always be like, but maybe I might need to give it a chance. We shall see. We shall see. But back to this relationship conversation. When do you guys feel like it is too soon for a nigga or a woman to need you? Two is changed. Yeah, he did. He changed my last name. He said I'm a Williams now. Williams, that's my people last name. But when do you guys feel like it's too soon for a person to ask you for help? Like a lot of times people be users, right? Like users, but somebody might be really going through something and they pretend like they not. If a lot of times people be fake flexing. Um, it can before okay, before intimacy, definitely. When you limit your options, you limit your opportunities. Definitely, Shep, 100%. Now, right, Dan Yeezy, before intimacy, if you just already begging or already asking or already going through a devil's patience, and you know what I gotta work on? Because I don't know how to beg. I don't know how to ask. There's people that can get anything and everything. They know how to feel needy and make a person feel like they want it. And I'm guess I'm just too prideful because I'm not asking for nothing. And that's something I gotta work on, because like people don't feel uncomfortable asking me. So I don't know. When do you feel like? I believe like Danielle, yeah, definitely before intimacy. But then like I feel like even after you're intimate, like it still needs to be a little time. It needs to be a minute before a person asks you for something. What you think, D?
So to me, um, again, to me, anybody that has been like this since I have become more emotionally aware, the signs be there from the beginning. They either gonna be one or two ways. They gonna be this person that's super cocky and flashy and act like they got it, but conveniently, something gonna come up where they need your help, or
Mm.
they are going to be the person that soon as you start talking to them, ah man, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna call you earlier, but man, the rental office called me and I'm short some money on my rent. Like they start out like they energy be that way, in my opinion, from day one. Like they be trying to trauma bond with you fast as fuck. Like you be like,
Right.
okay, well, you know what? I don't think I'm the person for you, not because I'm not a good person, but I think you got other things on your life you need to figure out. God bless you. There are other things you need to figure out on your life. Dating is not on the top. I don't think it should be on the top of your list. I damn sure don't think dating me should be on the top of your list. So let me get out your way so you can get your priorities together. It's always that. It's always somebody to me who's super
Right.
arrogant or cocky and act like they got it, but then they start, yeah, and da da da, and but I'm in between. And to me, they vibe be that way from day one, but a lot of people don't look past the physical attraction or the aesthetic. So you missing the red flags. Them red flags be there. You
Right.
just choosing not to see them.
Definitely. But I just feel like I feel like it shouldn't be asked for a long time, like a minute. Like,
I think you should get to your wants way before you get to your needs.
right. You Danielle,
Like
that's it right there for me. Like that is me. Like definitely, yeah. I'm a giver, so my biggest thing is that like if it's not reciprocated, and if I don't feel, it goes back to feeling safe and feeling comfortable with a person. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like, you don't know people's intentions. So like when a person comes with true intentions, you know what I'm saying, it's like a breath of fresh air. But a lot of times you don't know a person has ill intentions until it's too late.
I think that
Until it's
as
too late.
a former giver like that, sometimes we need to
Uh-huh.
shut the fuck up and stop telling people that we a goddamn giver and we such this open hearted, loving person. A user hit it and they say, I'm gonna pretend to be whatever this giver needs me to be so that I can get what I want. Sometimes,
And
again, you talk
mhm.
too goddamn much.
And let me tell you, listen, see that? That's next. That'll never happen to me. Straight up. Right when the person start, I need, if a nigga asks me for $1.71, I'm going off. If a nigga has the audacity to say, can I get a couple of dollars? Because I'm fucked up right now. If I get a motherfucker that tell me that they fucked up right now in 2025, that's what I'm doing.
For me, again, I'm not gonna be disrespectful about it, but I'm gonna respectfully let him know I gotta take a phone call that's never gonna end. Um, I got an engagement that ain't never gonna go to the altar. Like at the end of the
Gotta go.
day, if I'm getting that vibe from you, I'm 100% okay with being 100% wrong. Like you said, I don't care if nobody tests me. Don't give me no pop quiz. If I don't know that if you give me a pop quiz for something I ain't never
Girl,
studied for.
look at Austin. Listen, well, man, I borrowed $2.98. Listen, ladies.
Stupid, man.
Yo, this is crazy. This is diabolical. No lie. Because niggas is out there doing it. And you know what? Don't get it twisted. There's some females out there that need $5. They need the $5.
No, they need 40. So if you gonna say the number, say the correct number. It's only $40.
As my brother would say, that's crackhead prices. At least ask for 100. My brother said that's crackhead prices. Why you asking for what? You can't get nothing with that. Don't let you have no habits. Can't fill up the tank. Can't get no cigarettes. Can't get you no food. Can't do nothing. You better ask for at least 100 at minimum to get you where you got to go. It's crazy to me, but
and don't get me wrong. If you ask me, the answer is no. But at least that lets me know where you are in your struggle.
But you know what? I feel like when you're at a certain age, fuck your struggles. And I hate to say it like that. And what I mean by that is that we're all adults. Like, we're all grown. And it's like, at what point do you realize this nigga said $276.67?
That nigga stupid as hell.
Damn it, Austin.
That sounds like a Gaslight Water situation.
But I'm saying, like, I understand everybody has struggles, right? Everybody has stuff that they're dealing with. But I feel like at some point, we gotta be adults. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But I feel like you should have your circle that you can go to for your support system. You shouldn't be doing that to somebody you just met or somebody that you're never in that kind of, you ain't in that relationship with. Like, that's crazy. That's the energy bill, right? Definitely the power bill, trying to keep the lights on. But I don't know, like, Jeezy, are you there or are you just not there no more? Did he walk away because he was smiling kind of hard? He probably walked away.
Look him in the eye and see if you feel like he there.
Hey, stop, man.
Let me see. Let me do my two wheels.
You gotta do one eye. There's too many eyes. It's one eyeball. There you go. There you go. You got better.
Hey, Peachy Peach. I'm gonna say this. Like, I feel like in a relationship or like even a friendship, at some point we gotta be mindful of what other people got going on. And I just feel like after a while, if you realize a person don't really have their support system like they're supposed to have them, then that should make you feel like, why do I need to help them? If they own people ain't fucking with them, why I need to fuck with them? That's what we need to start thinking about.
What? But again, is that a red flag that I hear?
That is definitely a red flag. Don't ask me for a motherfucking thing. You hear me?
So if we 2 weeks in and you already starting to let me know that life is not sunny side over there, I don't even like sunny side eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and scramble myself out of this situation. I'm gone. I do wish the best for you, and I hope it all work out because it's a cold world out here. But and that's what I mean. But I ain't saying everybody got to do it how I do it. What I just am curious about is why so many people are incapable of doing that.
Right.
Like, I get it. Some people want to
share, subscribe, y'all. Get these likes up, share and subscribe. You're right, D. I believe you. Like,
it ain't no shade. Yeah. And whenever Mad Day coming, I should have known. Because when I met you, so if you met him, And you pick, well, I should have known when I met you, you was okay. But if you saw all those signs in the beginning, what made you say hit the gas? I'm gonna keep going. I'll gas, no break.
Yep. Definitely.
I suppose the correct answers are money isn't always everything in a relationship. No, but I don't believe in romance without finance. I at this point, we all have a life to live. We all are adults that have to be responsible for ourselves. I don't want to be a burden to you no more than I want you to be a burden to me. So if
Right.
you don't have it, that and I help you, that means I gotta take out of my household. I can't start that way in the beginning. I just can't. I gotta move out your way for a woman that's gonna be more accommodating to fit the needs you
Right.
have for yourself.
That's true. Hey, Peachy Peach.
What up, Peach?
I think I hear my homegirl.
Can
Hey,
y'all hear
Heavy.
me? Oh,
Yeah.
Yes,
girl,
ma'am.
no. No, I fell asleep putting her to sleep. You know how that go.
Mhm.
She's
She put
out
you
of
to sleep.
here. She put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay? And we here now. So what we
Mhm.
talking about?
Talking about relationships and if a nigga asks you for $1.71, what you doing?
Uh-oh. Not the $1.71. Oh, let me tiptoe into the
Yeah, soon as you ask me for anything, especially in the beginning, I'm gonna tell you no. But yeah, it's definitely gonna shift my energy.
Yeah.
Now I don't like to get cussed out because where I'm from, they used to like to cuss you out. So I don't want to get cussed out, but my energy is definitely gonna shift. I'm not about to lie to you and say it won't.
Right. No, I get that. I'm gonna say like, all right. You know, I got a question for y'all because this maybe it's just me. Hey Sam Eyes, how you doing, hun? Maybe it's just me. But when
Here
is
we
it
go.
too
She gets the
soon
hair
to
back. Here we go.
when is it too soon to be kind of like doing all this nasty freaky shit to people? Maybe it's just me. I feel like certain shit I gotta save. I can't just be just out here just busting it wide open and acting a fucking fool. Like I feel like I'm really big on like I'm not trying to be up here going to nobody penitentiary because I'm over here messed up over this nigga that I didn't let move and twist
I
me
know you
all these
serious.
other
You call it a
kind of
penitentiary.
penitentiary. Okay, I'm not trying to go to the penitentiary. And I just feel like what is too much to do, especially for somebody that you're not in a marriage with. Not in, like you know what I'm saying? Like I can't I ain't doing nothing. I don't if it's that good, I don't want it. Find somebody else.
Hey Sam's, and
Like
you
I
know I'm
said,
not
maybe it's me.
qualified. I'm not qualified to answer this question. So
I'll slow down
Well, no,
for you.
you qualified because it's one point that you wasn't doing what you're doing now. But we're
You
here now.
stupid.
We're
you
here now. I want to know
uh,
what is the limit? Is there a limit? Because I don't want nobody. Listen, I don't want nobody's son. Okay, having me all messed up. He said, "I think
Can
Eater
y'all hear
Booty is
me?
too nasty."
yes, I
I
can't
can hear
stand
you now.
Austin. I don't know who Austin is,
Austin
but I like
said.
him already. I can't stand him, man.
Austin
I
said,
think eating booty
"I
is too
think Eater Booty
nasty.
is too
Just
nasty."
eat a booty. Bro, what's the difference? What is the what? No, you go. I need whatever the thought. I need you to explain the difference between the cheeks and what's this because I'm not. They all attached.
Wait, oh, okay. So I kind of think I understand what he mean by that. That's crazy, but I understand what he mean by that. But my thing about it is it's you got to go off the vibe. You know what I'm saying? You know how you don't do everything with everyone. If you
Right.
have somebody that you
My
feel,
God, today.
if you have someone that feels,
This food kind, he said skin and it's no, Sam's gonna say skin and inside. Ah, y'all is making it hard to focus. Come on, I'm
No,
already struggling with that picture that Jesus got in the corner. Don't make it worse.
Like
No,
Jesus is
Sam
disrespectful.
said it. Sam said it right. Sam said it right. Like I knew what Arsene meant. But like I said, y'all, it's the vibe. You just don't do everything with everyone. If you have somebody you feel comfortable with, but Bert, you said too early. But it goes back to the conversations that we've had many times as far as how long to wait to give it up to them. So it's like there's no manual for you know what I'm saying, but it is levels to this shit.
Yeah, but my levels is not. Listen, I'm not. What? I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
What expound? What you mean you not do? What you not doing?
You ain't making me over here going crazy with my hair sticking up on top of my head, trying to figure out what my next move is.
No, you said you wanted to. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You is not. You already a nigga. You ain't about to be a re nigga. You said you liked all it. What changed?
No, I like all of that, right? But I don't want too much. Like I don't want to do too much. I feel like it's certain shit just shouldn't be done. And I be hearing stories and I feel like it's a horror story. When I'm hearing the stories, I feel like it's horror stories because I'm like, oh my God, people let you do this to them. Like maybe I'm just
but Brett, either way it go, when it's all said and done, if the shit don't work out, you just got memories. So I mean it's
but you know what? Hell no, because I just watched something and this girl, what it was on Insta, it was on Facebook. This girl and her nigga was together. The nigga left and was cheating with somebody else, but he went crazy on the girl he was cheating with. Like he gave her, he tore it down. Then when he decided to leave that and go back, the girl ended up getting him out of there. You ain't leaving me. I can't have you. Nobody can have me.
And I don't want none of that control out delete love. I don't want that.
Control.
Because my thing,
I'm not working. I'm quick to
if
tell
you
a nigga,
can't live without me, take you. Why I got to go? You can't live without me. I can live without you. Take yourself where you want to go. Take yourself up or yonder or down below. I don't have a preference where you go. But why we got to go? You can't live without me. I don't. That ain't never made sense to me.
Shout out to emotional stable people. Shout out to all the emotional stable.
I'm quick to say, I'm quick to be like, you know what? I'm not worth it.
I don't want no more control out delete.
You can do better than me. Okay? I ain't shit. I have faith in you that you will find the right one. Because me, I ain't her. Listen, I had a nigga tell me, you can't tell me what you are to me. No, listen, I can't. I ain't shit. I'm telling you, you can do better. You know what? Let me help you. I'm gonna help you find somebody better than me. Cause baby, don't never love me where you feel like you gotta get what? What? Oh no, I want to survive. Yeah, I want to survive. We're gonna find somebody else for you. Right, Danny Easy. That kind of crazy make you scared. And then listen, then you start watching certain stuff and seeing people movement, and you like, you know, these motherfuckers that pop out of the bushes. They pop up out the bushes when you coming home in the middle of the night. They're like, where you going, bitch? Hey, sir.
I experienced that. I experienced that at a young age, and I knew I was not of the ministry of you do too much. So I ain't really had no issues like that. No relationship after that. That's all I was one and done. I didn't need it no more. Baby, don't love me that much. I don't love me this much. That's too much.
Like in a relationship, be better for you first. Listen, no, but I understand what you're saying, Austin, but I don't think you understand what I'm saying to you. It's motherfuckers running around here on Beyonce's internet looking up different shit, right? These are the same motherfuckers that's gonna try to do something to you when you want to leave. Listen, tell these niggas up front, tell these women up front, I ain't worth it. You can do better.
That's
guess
gonna make them dig in their heels more to see why you say that. They're gonna try to turn you into something else. They're gonna try to turn you
and I'm
into a
telling you,
worthy target.
crazy because the people you least suspect be nutcases. For
So speaking of the nasty, basically, the little nasty shit. Do y'all feel like when it comes to you, of course, there's levels to this shit when it comes to what you doing and what you're not doing. Do you feel like certain sexual acts, like turn up that crazy button or hit that crazy button?
yes, like I feel like you do something that's vulnerable, something that you wouldn't do with anybody else. I feel like that would that'll definitely make a person kind of like nut up. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm big on that. Like, you got to be careful. I ain't doing like certain stuff I don't do to a person. Like, I'm not playing games. Like, I could talk to people and I can talk all the mess I want to talk, but I'm not just laying up and doing certain stuff with these people. Ain't gonna catch me.
Y'all know how I feel.
Ain't
If
gonna
it
catch me.
feel
I
too
can't listen.
good, if it feel too good on that first ride, you ain't got to worry about me taking the second one.
Oh,
And
wait.
Yeah.
now, I ain't gonna
Now
lie.
it depends on how
Now,
good it feels. It feel like
now
it
if I
depends
just
on how
now
good.
if I want to make if I want to make sure it's not a fluke, maybe two. But after that, I'm blocking you. Blocking you. Go on about your life, young man.
Let's talk about the fluke. Hold on. What you mean by the fluke?
Cause sometimes you know how you be with somebody and but y'all be drinking and having a good time and all that, and you not necessarily sure it's what you think it is. And once I find out for sure that was not a one time, this is what you do, that's how you live in your life. Blocked is what you gonna
So
be.
what you mean? Like if they standing up in it?
It's two things you could do that get me to that point. And if you do one of them two things, let alone both of them, yeah, baby, you ain't got to worry about me no more. Go on
Let's talk
about your
about it.
business. Scram.
Let's talk about it.
SCRAM. Scram. You
What?
said let's talk about it.
Let's talk about what they doing.
You, you trying to keep your channel PG tonight, or we
Oh no,
grown?
I got it on 18 and older.
Okay. So if you tap the cervix, if you tap it, that I don't really be
Okay.
too normal after that. And
Okay.
then if you make me black out, that's my two.
Listen, blackout is now. Listen, I ain't never had nobody make me. But it is the black delegation. Okay, listen, lady. I ain't never had nothing like that before. Not that made me want to black out. Well, it ain't even make you want to. Yeah, I'm not blacking out. So what are they doing to make you black out? I need to know, D. She said, I think exchanging sexual juices makes people cray too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't be going raw out. What? Y'all better stop going raw with these people like that. You don't know these people. Oh, yes, gal. Take that guy talking, gal. Yeah. Ugh.
Can we take the in between the holes and cheeks
So
and buds
I don't
comment
know.
down? I just think that that's the way I think some people take a more passionate and more some people just dedicate themselves and more passionate and more focused on the other person's pleasure as much as their own. I think that's how you meet a blackout artist. And then I think, bro, I'm telling you, it happens, and it's a scary experience because you don't know you on the other side till you come back from it. So, and I could see if that had not happened more than one time with more than one person. Some people got it. It's like the almond joy. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Either you got it or you don't.
They say almond joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. That's crazy. I don't know. Take that
Yeah,
comment
that's
down.
all.
That comment had enough 20 minutes of
But if you asking me But if you asking me, was it a certain position or no? I just think it was just a certain energy and a certain chemistry, and what was meant to be happened.
Right. Okay.
Y'all stupid, man. In the
But
comments.
y'all make me feel so toxic. I just feel toxic at this moment.
Why?
Okay. Why you feeling judged?
Well,
Let's talk about it.
because of the very things that y'all would run from. When me myself and my personality, I would run towards. So maybe, you know,
Mhm.
maybe I'm using my accountability and definitely telling on myself with that because it wouldn't necessarily make me just
Well,
run.
but
I,
here's my thing. This is how I feel, Peach, and I'm not knocking it because a lot of women feel how you feel. So this ain't no judgment from me. But I feel like this: if you can make me feel like this, and I have absolutely no emotions tied to you, I don't love you. I barely like you. I don't care about you like that, my baby. And you got me feeling like that. That is not even healthy for me to continue to move forward. I'm not about to press play on that. If I feel like if I could feel like this with no feelings, I don't want to know what it feel
Sure.
like to start to give a shit.
Yeah.
So that's more or less where it come from. It ain't that I don't want the
Yeah. Any
experience,
kind of.
or the
okay.
pleasure. It's just that I don't want what all because the way you making me feel. I don't know if I'm making you feel like that. And my man, baby, you have this ability to do that to anybody, my love. And if you could do that, that means I'm gonna be out here moving furniture with people, and I ain't even let you with a name yet. But you can send me to the other side. No, sir.
Now
No,
you gonna
sir.
let me on
Go
ass.
So
ahead.
it's one of
Yeah,
those
go
love
ahead,
me
move
wrong.
around.
I want to be right.
Hmm?
Sam said D quick for love.
If loving you
That
is
ain't
wrong, I
love
don't.
I'm running from. I'm running from demons. That is some demonic shit. I don't want nothing like that.
So
I just don't.
D Chef says a woman absorbs the energy of every man she sleeps with. Energy transfer is real. No facts. And you know what you gotta do, lady? Pray that shit up out your cat. Let's start there. Let's
But,
start
but
there.
what I
Pray for your
but
cat.
wh- but what I want to know is why men don't think that they absorb the energy of the women they messing with. Just like you inside my body, just like I'm on yours. You see what I'm saying? Like energy is transferring. If you giving me some, I'm giving you some back.
Right. No, definitely. Definitely. But I feel like a lot of times people don't believe in it. Like they don't understand. Like I'm big on like I don't like a person that's sleeping with a whole bunch of people. So like I kind of be transparent with that because he right when it comes to like you don't know that energy that you know what I'm saying. Now like I don't want none of that shit, and I'm big on that shit. And don't be just sleeping with all these bitches with no
And think
protection.
about it. This person might have it all together, but whoever else they messing with might have hurricanes and tornadoes going on in their life. Every time you mess with them, your life topsy turvy. You don't know what's going on, but that's the energy
Yeah.
they get from them and transferring it to you. It
Oh,
be
that
like that sometimes. So I'm not judging. I'm not. People gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna do what they gonna do, but at the end of the day, if I can mitigate it, if I can prevent myself from transferring any energy that I don't want in my life, I'm gonna do that. And if anybody to me that has that ability, and we have not built a real connection like that, oh baby, you
right,
specialize in this. You is a sorcerer. This is magic. This
right.
this is this is my way be hoodoo and voodoo to a Christian person. Oh no, baby, get thee away from me. I don't want to go away from me with this Apollo. I don't want it because I know if I continue to press gas, that's just not a yes. I'm not trying to look for you in the daytime with a flashlight. I got my common sense. I need to leave while I still have my common sense and my brain is still functioning in between my two ears. I ain't saying it
Oh,
don't
for
feel
real.
good.
So that now right there, let's start there. He said, forget the energy. Why is it keep on?
Forget the
He said,
energy. What
forget the
about the diseases?
energy.
I agree with you too.
What about
I'm you know this. You know
Mhm.
this. Again, and it ain't even about diseases. You can get bacterial infections.
I said, what about
Your
the
body
pH
might not
imbalances?
agree with the person because of
Yeah.
how they living. It could be
Well,
that girl over there used this soap, and your body don't go with it, and he came over here by you, and you supposed to have sensitive dove, and she using the Senate dove, and you using correct. Like it's so much to that. That is
hey
such a
Jacob,
people turn it to
facts.
just body choice, but it's a lot. You know, it's a lot more to that.
But
So
like
again,
with everything that's going on, though, just in general, people should be careful. But you're right. Like even listening to like this Diddy trial and stuff, right? And I've been like tripping out because I'm really out here just sleeping with all kind of people, and they got fetishes. Like he has a fetish. We haven't had
going out.
nothing come back out. But I'm gonna say this: hearing the stories, and it's like you had to be high on something to do all that, to be sucking and sucking all this time to the point where your mouth got sores and you keep on getting UTIs that the medicine don't work. Why the medicine ain't working, honey? Because it's too much. Why are you sleeping with all these niggas?
Well, let's circumvent that because apparently, Jane Doe, aka 50 Cent baby mama, pretty much said she had a very similar experience too. That she had to go for, like she was telling him, like, yeah, I'm down to be open, and she said before she could even have a second thought about it, he on the phone calling somebody to join him. She ain't had no chance to change her man. Y'all bet you what 50 Cent been trolling that lady since she got on the stand. Yes.
Listen now, 50. First of all, shout out to my cancer twin, 50.
I don't always agree with him, but if he want to keep the diddler in there, thank you. It that ain't no fetish. I got fetishes. He got some type of demonic spirit on him that's like perverse. That ain't no fetish. I got a few fetishes. Don't kill the shell right now, but I got a few.
Haven't stopped anybody
He doing some other stuff.
Come into the picture and sex still goes up. No facts, Chris. But I think the thing is that I feel like our generation is the last real generation that really takes that kind of stuff seriously. Let's be honest, because it seems like a lot of the younger kids, they don't really take those. Ladies and men really want to wear rubbers. Well, shit. If he don't want to wear rubber, then he has to be a man. And then if not, he gonna have to wear something because you ain't gonna be sleeping with all these hoes. And then wait, hold it. You ain't gonna be sleeping out with all these hoes. Okay, you ain't gonna be sleeping with these hoes. And think you're gonna be sleeping with me? Oh no, ho. I'm working on myself. How I'm doing, y'all? How I'm doing?
Oh man.
But I'm saying, no, that's crazy.
Ex Jeezy, that's his hometown. Ex him if you sound like him.
Well, he ain't answered. He didn't walk away from us. He got done eating, was smiling hard, like
he probably can't see his way back. He probably looking at that emoji and he can't see. He focusing on it.
Sam said I'm doing good. Thank you, Sam. I'm working on my accent. I met somebody, so I'm trying to work on my accent real strong.
Yeah.
None of these hoes can compare to me. None of these hoes can compare to me.
You stupid, man.
That's why I do shit. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use this one. But
teen HIV rates are very high right now.
Cover up.
But I ain't gonna put it on men because guess what?
No, it's so damn easy. It's so.
Oh no, I was saying I'm not gonna put it just on men because I do think some people are coerced into it, but some people just like the way it feels both ways, no matter what the gender is. So that being said, I ain't gonna put it just on the men. I'm not gonna put it on just on the men. It feel better without one than it do with. But sometimes you could
I ain't
make
gonna
a
lie.
long-term life decision on a short-term feeling. And everybody don't care about
Yeah.
their body how you care about their body. I mean, how you care about yours. So you got to be careful out here. Some people are undetectable. It really make you nervous or scared or very apprehensive to move forward with somebody on that level.
I saw that clip from today, earlier today, and I said, ain't that some shit?
What clip?
That's some shit. The
Oh, the one I sent
undetectable
you?
young guy. That
And
shit was
think
crazy.
about it.
Fucked me up.
It ain't all, let's be clear, it ain't all from anything sexual. Tattoos, you know what I'm saying? You could be somewhere touching stuff, eating, like stuff gets transferred a lot of
Yeah.
different ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't just being active.
So, ladies and fellas, when do you guys feel comfortable? Not like if you're not married, you know what I'm saying. But if you're not married, because at that point you already not using protection. But when do you even determine that you don't want to use protection with a person?
Oh, when I was young, I was stupid. Now I done got old and got smart. I was not thinking about how serious the consequences were back then. I definitely do now. I got somebody to live for other than myself. Um, so
Right.
I would make a concerted effort, like literally, we're gonna talk about it, and we want to cross that line. But for me, y'all know I don't believe in having children no more. I just don't believe in it. So that would have to be a whole concert. I mean, the whole thing. That would have to be something, and he would have to be willing, or at least being able to consider getting snipped. Because I, at the end of the day, I don't want to keep putting chemicals in my body to
Whoa.
prevent something.
Can y'all
Right.
hear me?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
now we can.
okay.
So Chris Reed said, and another question: why can't Black people have just a clean old sex? We all have to have some type of drugs to have. Now, listen, I don't know about that. I don't have drugs, Chris.
I
I
ain't
ain't gonna lie.
never had that
I don't have
experience.
to have sex and all that. Yeah, no.
Is he considering
But
liquor a drug?
is what?
Is he considering liquor a drug?
Oh, I don't know. He said have some type of drug. So, can you elaborate on the drug? What drugs you're talking about?
Because I think we all a victim of that with the liquor.
But like necessarily, like I don't know. Sam I said, D, I need you to educate the world on that transfer of germs. Facts.
Herpes don't have to come strictly from sex. It don't.
Mm-mm.
Not the regular kind. And like I said, sent the ladies literally this guy, 21 years old, handsome, you wouldn't even believe it. He got HIV. And then my man was like, oh, he was out here thugging. Had to get in the comments to read. He literally got it from getting a tattoo. Somebody had dirty needles. They did not clean them. Tattooed somebody that had HIV, and they transferred that to him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I agree with you, Austin. I do think sex is a drug. That's why people get addicted to it sometimes. It gives a euphoric feeling. I've definitely been in the sheets and felt like I was high as a kite and hadn't put nothing in my body other than that. Like I think you can have sex. Sex as a drug. I think you can use sex as a ritual. It's a lot.
Over the last 50 years, the marriage rate in the U.S. has dropped by nearly 70%. You know what? I would say no because I'm looking at these younger people, the younger generation, and they're believing in marriage. They're believing in like these young couples is getting married, buying homes, and doing all that kind of stuff. He said marriage would be much more attractive proposition if family law, divorce law, and custody law were okay.
Y'all know I ain't the biggest fan of marriage, so I'm gonna let y'all have
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's just a piece of paper to me. So
Well,
No, it's a business contract.
yeah.
I like being married. I'm an advocate for it. I feel like if you got the right person, it could be a beautiful thing. I think like you said, it is a business contract, but also like if something goes wrong, it's that security to know that you guys can make sure each other is okay. That's my biggest thing.
So So Austin, you meet me for the first night? Now I don't worry, I'm about to say nothing crazy to you, but you say they both need to be married first, then sex and kids. What I would hate for to happen is to be stuck with somebody that is whack for the rest of my life. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need to test drive my ride before I decide I want to put my lifetime membership over here. I'm
Me
sorry,
Oh, right.
I just like how are we gonna grow? You ain't got no experience for me. I ain't got no experiences before you. I want to know because it's somebody I cared about very deeply. I mean, very deeply, and I really would have married him until yeah.
So a wise man once said, never sign a contract with someone who gets paid to break it. And then Chris came back and said, that's including alcohol as well. We talking about just clean sex when nothing is in your system. I feel like it happens. You can still have clean sex without the alcohol and whatever people on. But I guess that'd be whatever.
It's just funner. It's just funner with it.
Yeah.
Who? Wait, if they whack before even after the marriage, leave them. You know how many the divorce rate would be even higher for that?
That was the first one.
And Sam, I don't know who wedding you going to. Are you talking about Peach? You talking about Crypto Breezy, Dante, or Jeezy? Because I know you ain't talking about me.
Can't wait
Hey,
to
stop calling my name.
I can't wait to D. Wait, let me go back. My screen is moving. It says
I have over 8 figures in disposable income, no debt, good health, no kids. What is missing from my life? Seem like you got it all figured out. Shit, please drop some jewels in the chat.
I can't wait for D to get married.
Someone just sit at my place all day making a mess, alienating me from my potential kids, spending my money, yelling at me, recognizing. Huh? I don't know. I don't think it's like that because if you find your equal, then I feel like you will be able to have all that as well. Like you will still be able to have everything you need. You'll just have I'm not saying find you a liability. I'm telling you find a asset, someone that'll help bring something to what you already got. Now, if you're looking for somebody that's going to sit at your place all day, then that means you're looking for a liability.
I know, but you can't stay with the guy if he turned out to be an asshole to you after y'all got married. Let me tell you something. Go down TikTok. Look at all them older women who stayed talking about how their husband was an asshole from the beginning. That is most definitely a very common thing. Do I think people should stay through things that make them uncomfortable or don't suit them? No, but a lot more people do it than don't. And for me, I don't need to sign no contract in order for us to be in a relationship. It's easy to walk away. Now, I'm not judging marriage. I think everybody should get married if that's what they want. Anybody in the crypto game get married, please invite me. I'm coming to a funky two-step and eating some cake. But as for me, my last name gonna stay the same. I'm not hyphenating. I'm not judging anybody. They can do what they want to do. And I don't think marriage is a ugly thing. I think it's a beautiful union if that's what you believe in. That's just not the ministry I want to be a part of. You got to do what, I forgot, I think Austin said earlier, you got to do what works best for you. I'm cool with being a part of the LPG in my Stevie J voice. I'm cool with being a part of the Life Partner Gang. We can sign a contract, you know what I'm saying, as far as the insurance policy, as far as paperwork, like that's fine. Like we can make it if something happened to you, I can make your medical decisions. Yes, it requires a little more paperwork in the beginning, but a lot less argument in the end. How can two broke people be deeply in love and live out life? You don't hear homeless people complain. That's because we don't talk to none like that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, my father told me when you marry a woman, she would spend the next 25 years trying to change you into somebody else. Then she would turn around and say, "You are not the man I married. I want a divorce." I heard it's the other way around with me.
Yeah, a lot of times it's the women.
If they don't like being cheated on, fight, etc., they don't. Everybody knows how to leave. Everybody's not willing to leave. That's the point I'm like. Some people think it's gonna get better. They think they're gonna change for the better. They're hoping for the best. Let's not even get in the church. Oh, I prayed for my husband. I had a vision. I had a dream. The Lord told me.
I bet.
Thank you.
Yeah, some
Thank you
people.
so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate your dialogue with us. What you say,
So,
D? What you gonna say with that? The
I was just
dialogue.
saying, like, it's so many people. Yes, and I do agree with you. Also, I get what you're saying. Everybody knows how to leave, but if people struggle from walking away in the beginning, it has to be that much harder in the end.
Yep. I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
respect Valiant. Valiant say he got
I,
his money gone, and I respect that. He has a lot of assets he didn't want to lose. But I find more men who do not have the assets
right.
at all scared somebody gonna take half of the shit they don't have in the future if they possibly get it. I don't want your $48,000 a year, sir. I don't. I'm over here trying to make it on what I make. How I'm gonna take that from you?
Mm.
Now, if you that scared, I'm gonna take it from you. Anybody, no matter what your financial status is, can sign a prenup. Boom. Whatever we acquire together, we acquire together. But whatever you had before, that's what you had before. That's easy. That's easy to solve if you want to sign that contract. But people will have a baby with somebody, like a literal human being, and think that is less difficult to deal with than a contract that you can get out of.
No, definitely. But you don't look. People be married and people have kids with people that they barely even know. So that's true too.
Take the
That's true.
marriage
Like
out of it.
people.
People have kids with people they barely even to take marriage 100% out of it. They
Mhm.
have babies with people they barely even know. Now you stuck with this person. They got to say so, and whether or not your child health, medical decisions, whether or not they could leave the country, whether or not if your child get hurt, they could pull a plug, whether or not organs get donated, whether or not what schools they go to, and you don't know this motherfucker ignorant as all outdoors. Y'all done
Facts.
created a human being together.
No, definitely.
But
Also,
you scared to
guys, make
sign a
sure you guys
contract that you can get annulled or you can cancel it. Oh yeah. People crazy as hell.
make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys keep the comments coming and keep on like coming to show support. You know, we started out, we getting a little look, you got number 2 out of me, okay? And I got another one coming tomorrow. Tomorrow we talking about soul food. I don't know if you guys already saw that thumbnail, but the thumbnail's up.
Hey.
So make sure you guys go have that conversation and watch the movie
Well,
and
you
come
gotta
back.
watch it.
You gotta watch soul food because you're gonna be wanting to talk about it because it's certain parts that you gotta refresh yourself on. But
Britt,
I just,
Britt, why are you wasting your time on Dante? You know Dante gonna come on the panel and ain't say shit. Whether he
At
gonna
all.
watch that movie or not, he ain't gonna do nothing but giggle when he finds something funny. Don't be wasting all that. If Dante watched that movie, he ain't gonna tell us not a goddamn thing. He just gonna let you
Nah,
shoot.
He gonna
that's
nah,
just be on the
crazy.
track
nah,
giggling.
not
Shit.
not a motherfucking thing.
Thank you. Now prove me wrong. Other than that, I said what I said.
Shoot.
Now,
No, I'm gonna talk to it though. I'm gonna talk about it though.
That's
Definitely.
you know what that mean, Britt? He gonna put a song in your DM. That's what that mean, Britt. So watch out for that song
so
in your DM.
Whatever
also, you
you do,
guys
with
remember
the
Peachy. Remember, Peachy go live every Wednesday and Friday at 6:30 Eastern time, which would be 6:30 Eastern time. No, 7:30 her time, 6:30 Eastern time. I mean 7:30 Eastern time, 6:30 Central Standard Time. So let's make sure we like supporting the family. Yeah, he my friend now. Dan Uzi.
No,
But no, for real. We're gonna talk about soul food for sure. We're gonna talk about it because listen,
Not Soul
we're
Food,
gonna
a
talk about
sexual movie. What about Big Mama and her arm? How that sexual?
I watched it just to watch Faith.
Oh, look, not just to watch Faith. You know what? That's the problem. That's the problem right there, Dante. Right there.
Oh,
so also D about to start her channel. We got Mel, we got Crypto Jeezy that go live every day at 1 p.m. Show your love, show your support. He got a lot of interviews that's gonna be dropping soon. Can't wait. Excited. You know, we just gotta show our love and show our support to the winning team. You know, where's Cardi B teaching young girls? Okay, well, here you go. Chris said Cardi B
I'm a
teaching our
mute.
young girls how to do the right thing. Listen, who said
I
she's
think
doing that?
I think she did a terrible job all the time she took off sitting back. She told our girls to stay and take it and let them kick you in the ass multiple times before you leave. I think she did a god awful job showing our daughters what to do.
She wrote a song while she was pregnant after her man cheated on her. I want to be married like the Curry, Steph and Aisha, but we more like Billy, Tommy, and Keisha. Wait, hold up. Now that's what you want? That's what you say. That's what you say. Tommy and Keisha. How we get there? How we here now? How you go from Steph and Aisha to Tommy and Keisha? Now you here. Now you here.
Well, I think that at the end of the day, you need to show your kids other things other than them artists. Be your children's role model. They ain't the only role models out here. We just had a whole female vice president for 4 years. That ain't the only thing your children should be exposed to. I don't look at celebrities as role models for my children, and I don't teach my daughter to do the same thing either. But everybody run their household differently.
Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna work between who and what. Well, I've been seeing. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, what I've been seeing, damn more women love the hot guys, the Chris Browns of the world, and women don't like squares. That's not true. Now, listen. Now, we ain't gonna talk about Chris. Okay.
I just don't like that rhetoric because they make it seem like it's the black people, but it ain't. Elvis was out here grown, married to Priscilla when she was 13 and 14, and wasn't he supposed to be a bad guy? He couldn't even rock his hips. Jerry Lee Lewis was married to somebody underage. It's what you expose your children to.
Using the thrusters, they was
Stop, man. Stop.
But I'm saying that my bad.
And I'm talking about them people still go see that man house. He the best thing ever happened. That man was a whole crackhead when he died. Had a whole heart failure, all that. But it's all on what you idolize. You gotta show your children something different.
Like the hot guys, you want to say hot guys, bad guys? I'm gonna say this. I don't feel like women are more interested in that. And there's a lot of squares. Like I know a lot of squares that are very like alpha men that are providers, that make their woman feel secure, that have that to the point where you're not feeling no type of way. All right, Sams, have a good night. I know people who have had that in a relationship with men, but I feel like if it's a secure man, he can make a woman, doesn't matter if he's a square or a bad guy, as they want to say. If he's a secure man and he does what he's supposed to do, he's going to have any woman he wants. And that he doesn't have to be the typical square. More like Chris Brown of the world and not the regular guy. Am I right? That's not true. That's not true. I can't agree with you, Chris, on that at all. No.
Everybody don't like beat him down Brown.
I don't want that. Hey.
Stop, man. Y'all leave my dog on, man.
Now, you know, that's I like me some Chris Breezy.
His music is amazing. He still is beat him down Brown.
No, but I'm saying like, but the good guys do win. Like I know a lot of good men that are out there, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of men just have issues just in general. Let's start there, Chris. Let's have that conversation. Let's talk about it, Chris.
I mean, because if we're gonna talk about it, it's a lot of men that say they want a wholesome woman, but that ain't who they pick. They like Miss Throw That Ass in a Circle. They like Miss Twerk Something. The OnlyFans content. Number one subscriber strip club, number one supporters. That's the males. That's not the women. So I get what you're saying about I get what you're saying, you know, like that women quote unquote do choose bad boys. I'm not even gonna say you wrong about that. But it's a lot more men who say they want women who are wholesome that they could settle down with. But go check their goddamn web browser history. I be goddamn if they ain't on there looking for how to find a wife.
I,
Good Christian women
I feel
looking for
attacked.
a homemaker. That ain't where all the money going. The money going to the people that's throwing their ass in the circle and flashing the cameras.
I feel attacked.
Right. Well, well, the thing is, it's like that's what they want. Like a lot of times, the men say, "Oh, you don't want a regular guy." No, you guys don't want a regular girl. Y'all don't want a regular woman. Y'all want a woman that is over here, that's busting it wide open for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, for the highest bidder. Not, you don't want nobody loyal. You don't want nobody that's gonna ride for you. You don't want nothing like that. Y'all say that, and then y'all go get the total opposite. Y'all go get a raggedy ass bitch that can't cook, that barely could fucking wipe her ass right, but just because she got a big ass and big titties, now y'all want to act like y'all got a bad one.
Wait. Take you women to a Chris Brown, R. Kelly, Boosie concert. Y'all gonna leave us and want to marry them. We regular can't win for that. So you talking about a concert with hundreds of thousands of people, and this one woman is gonna leave you to go be with the nigga on the stage?
Look, the thing is that a man will always say that.
Hold on, wait. Then it ain't that they can't marry anybody. First of all, we didn't even know R. Kelly was married. Let's start there. I don't know where he was hiding Drea at. Two, Chris and Boosie ain't getting married. They never gonna get married. They got 3,987 children. They dicks work. But I tell you one thing, they ain't going down to the court, no house. So that's what I'm saying. I think that men overthink it. It's more women that want stability and happiness and somebody to appreciate them than them niggas who being disrespectful. Now, do I think there are a lot of women who are pick-me's who will pick them 100%? I ain't gonna take that from you. I'm not about to sit up here and act like they don't have some women that ain't on their frequency and their wavelength, but there are a lot more women who not that don't get the credit for it.
D. Read that.
I want the women to keep the coochie on my face in control.
Oh man.
Where if you want that PTOM, put that what is it? PTPOM, put that pussy on me. You got to find you a PTPOM. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you meet here's another caveat. Here's another caveat to it. What if you meet a woman out the gate and she say that's what she wants? She want to fuck with you like that. You gonna look at her and be like, "Well, goddamn, baby, do you do this for everybody else?"
That's crazy.
Because if that's what you truly want, why is it an issue if you meet a woman on day one, she ready, set, go? Austin, lay down. I got you. You gonna judge her and say that she lose?
No,
So
I'm
again,
scared,
just like men can't win for losing, women can't win for losing anyway. If we come out the gate being freaky, telling y'all the stuff we want to do, she a hoe. She probably do this with everybody. If we don't want to sleep with you and we make you wait too long, ain't nobody waiting on her. She ain't worth all that. It probably ain't even that good. You literally can't win for losing. If you're naked, it's an issue. If you're covered up, you're too much of a prude. Like, come on, there's no in between. First of all, Laura is toxic. Don't even trigger me, Chris. Come on, ladies. We do really believe that Urkel bagged Laura. We know Steph. Laura is toxic as hell. That man loved that woman dirty goddamn draws. He was a little obsessive, but he loved the hell out of her. He watched her date multiple men, kiss multiple men, hang out with multiple people. She kept telling him, "Nigga, I don't want you. Nigga, I don't want you. Nigga, I don't want you." But every time she needed Stephen Urkel, that nigga was there. And I hope he drug on down through there when he married her. But every time she told him no, I hope he took her through there. Because she had to put that man through all that.
I got a different. I don't want to tell right now, but I got a different
No. Speak on it. What you speak on? Speak on it.
I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself, man.
Speak on it.
Well, we here. You in a safe space.
No, he ain't.
No,
but you can say what you gotta say. Okay.
See, I ain't saying shit, bro.
Man, bring your pussy ass on. Say what you gotta say, bro. Drop your nuts.
I'm too hot right now.
Okay, Boosie. But
crazy.
as I was saying, Laura is toxic. That was a terrible example. I could never. That man was highly intelligent, had high earning potential. But my thing is, she was cool with taking all the compliments and the affection from him. She literally let that man pine over her our whole childhood. How the fuck is that not toxic? That is not okay. That's unhealthy as hell. I'm surprised they ain't end up on Snap, a TV version of that, because I would have snapped if I'd have chased somebody that long. This nigga chased her so long, he brought his ugly ass cousin Murder to run behind Eddie. Like, what y'all got going on over there in the house, and why y'all family matter so much that everybody losing their marbles? No, I hated that. That was terrible. Steve ain't deserved that. They put the little sad music on. Oh, Laura, I love you.
What you told
Like
you
that,
like,
that was toe up, bro. That was wrong. That hurt my heart. I'm a nerd. That hurt my heart, man. He ain't asked all that.
and then it didn't make it no better that Stefan, the one who she really was into, it was the same motherfucker. But
You mean to tell me this nigga just put on his alter ego for you? You know all the shit that bitches say they don't like when a nigga don't be real for them. This nigga turned around in a circle in a little cave, and he the same height. He is literally the same skin tone. He ain't changed his face. None of that. That is the same man that's standing up straight with glasses on. That's all he did. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. He did a couple of songs. He ain't even sing with New Edition when they was on there. He just did the dance moves and came out the sky. And all of a sudden, he was the sexiest thing walking. Y'all don't even get me started.
That made me mad though. That
and
did make.
it was that machine. When they invented that machine.
Y'all, but let me tell you how toxic Steve is, because it go both ways. Do y'all remember Myra and how beautiful Myra was and how bad Myra wanted Steve? And she was running behind Steve as much as Steve was running behind Laura. Steve was just as toxic as Laura. They deserved each other when you think about it, because Myra was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She was gorgeous. She was fit, feminine, and friendly. She was bubbly. Other people found her attractive, and she didn't want nobody but him. And Steve said, "Nah, I want her over there." That's literally the example of what Britt was talking about. No, she not an OnlyFans model, but he was chasing what didn't want him when he had a woman that wanted everything that he had. Wanted everything that he was looking for. She just wasn't Laura. They gave you an example of both when you really think about it on this show.
Yeah.
And she still would have been chasing him had she not passed away.
Nah, funny.
I got
because y'all ain't thinking about that.
No, you right. I ain't even look at it that way. I really didn't.
Like for real, Myra wanted him like bad. Myra was she was into the same stuff. She was smart like him, had good grades like him. She found him attractive. She liked his suspenders, the fact that he was clumsy, the fact that he made she literally was on the same. But he was like, "Oh no, I don't want you. I want the woman that I have absolutely nothing in common with." Yes, and Urkel was more toxic when he wanted them to fight over him in front of him, saying it's his dream come true. Toxic. But ain't he supposed to be a good guy? He was a good guy though, right? That's the good guy. Because you know they love the champion for the good guy.
So they say, but some of these niggas ain't good guys. Let's start there. Let's talk about the fake good guy. Let's talk about the fake good guy that comes around making you feel like that they might be a good guy and they really a perpetrator and they really aren't. They really are assholes. And just they be over here fake flexing.
But you know what?
You hear me? I find
the signs be there.
Yeah. But it's the fake flex for me because it's like you'll be like, "Oh, they're such a good person. Oh, my mom is the queen." If she feels somebody a good person, she gonna say, "Oh, he is so sweet. He's a good person." What? This is crazy. No.
One thing my godmother want to do is try to get me with a man. That's her. We gonna find you a man today. We gonna find you a man this year. I feel like he the right man for you. Well, I think that whatever you feeling ain't the feeling that God gave me. Well, I feel like the Lord put it in my spirit. Well, we ain't praying to the same Jesus. How you want something for me that I don't want for myself? You and your girl I ain't gonna say it because it's blasphemy. But I think you and your God need to go in the opposite direction of me because that's not what I want for my life. She done told me everything that she see me having a big wedding to having another baby. Everything I don't want for myself. So sometimes you got to be careful with that too. Some of them elders, they mean well, but sometimes they push off what they want for themselves onto their children.
You're right. You're right. Let's see. Some people do it for stability. Details after details. Scenes. I feel like this. I feel like what a lot of times what people do is when they think like it's the fake good people role, right?
Yeah, the people that's good on paper. Well, I got a job. I make 6 figures. I do this. I do that. But what is your character like? Are you a caring person? Are you understanding? Are you empathetic? Are you gonna be patient with me? Are you gonna have your bad days and take it out on me? I literally care more about who you are as a person and other things. That if you have those things in mind, I don't have to go down the list of the superficial things I need you to have. I need you to have good character. Normally, people with good character,
Yeah.
they have normally a positive life and things like that follow.
Yeah, definitely. But a lot of times you don't see that. You don't see the facade in the beginning. You don't get to see that. So
Mhm.
by the time
Now,
you
I
realize
agree.
it, I think sometimes it'd be too late by the time you really see it.
Now, I just don't get in too deep. I
Right.
feel like you cannot wait, and y'all know this about me in real life. People can only fake it for so long.
Yeah.
People can
Yeah.
only fake it for so long. Eventually, that mask gonna slip and that facade gonna fall off. And if it normally when you start talking to somebody and you hop in the bed with them quick, that's superficial. That's not real. All you doing is making sexual chemistry is the easiest chemistry to build with somebody. A sexual bond is the easiest bond to build with somebody. Most people don't get to that point because they so just, oh, you so fine. I want to get in the bed with you. The
Right.
older you get, the more you evolve as a person. Yes, I
Like
don't mind getting in the bed with somebody, but at the same time, I'm never gonna get there if I don't have no type of mental attraction to you first.
definitely. Yeah. Like having that mental relationship first sets the tone for everything. I know for me, like, have you guys ever been in love with a person, right? Have you ever been in love with a person that you just wanted to do what was right for them, even if that wasn't with you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times we let people go and we let them make their mistakes, right? We say, like, okay, you know what? Let's step back. Maybe this ain't gonna work. We could be friends, we could step back, we could do all that other stuff. But then a lot of times after you then went through so much in the different relationships and you just look back at the whole situation, you be like you playing games. We could have been straight, we could have had this, we could have had this. But I feel like a lot of times people don't give people time to grow. They don't give people time to really heal or learn themselves, right? And even though sometimes you have to love a person enough to let them go, I really believe in that saying, like, love somebody, let them go, and then they come back as yours, whatever. But then sometimes it's not necessarily meant for them to come back. Like, you could be in love with a person, but they're not the person for you. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. In theory, I've never hit that point in life.
But you know, also everybody you ain't supposed to and can't grow with.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Chris said, I got one more show for you ladies. Living Single. Queen Latifah couldn't keep Scooter out her mouth. Listen, I don't know what the hell. I was always confused with her and Scooter relationship on that damn show.
I was more confused with Kyle and Max. Queen Latifah at least dated other people. Kyle and Max was so weird. We seen them with a few people, but not that many. They
Right.
was the most toxic on that show. They
Uh,
was. They aggravated my spirit so bad. She gave him a hard time. He was just like, "Come on, bro. I know you want to be with me." No, I don't. I'm every woman. It's all in me. But I do agree she couldn't get schooled out of her system. She couldn't move forward with nobody because she couldn't get schooled out of her system. So why even do that to them other men? Give them that experience.
But I'm trying to figure out why. What was it about Scooter that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never understood it.
I mean, I think when your person is your person, if you believe in that person, shit, which I'm not saying I don't. I believe I met mine already. So
Right.
being said, you can feel what you feel. What I just don't like is she dated some good men on this show, like amazingly good men on that show, and
Right.
she always found a reason to sabotage him, fuck it up.
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
She never had a real secure look. Regine was just Regine. Okay. She couldn't
Regine,
get
I
right.
love Regine. Man, that was
She
my
couldn't get
favorite
right.
episode.
Max and Kyle, they was a trip.
Oh,
Then
Martin
Overton and Sinclair.
Yeah, Overton.
Martin and
Overton
Pam
and
too. I
Sinclair.
swore I could have swore he was going to leave Gina for Pam. They had more chemistry, in my opinion.
What?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I fuck with them.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
because
fuck with
Gina,
Gina.
if you really look at it, Gina didn't really have the same chemistry as him and Pam had.
Pam and Martin act like your old auntie and uncle that get into it but don't never break up.
What you mean, me too? What you mean to me too, Dave? She really wanted him. Like, no, she
I
probably
think she's
did
talking about
really
Scooter,
want
yeah.
him. She really did want him. That was, for me, that was crazy. Because I didn't understand that he'd pop his ass back up like it was nothing. His big tall ass, like, come on now, Scooter, where your ass been? Who you been?
I ain't like that nigga, man.
As many times I argue with, he always argued with Pam, but they really did have a chemistry that was really undeniable.
Really? Y'all saw that?
Oh, okay. You know what? You gotta fast forward it, Dame, because you behind. Cause we been talking about Tommy and Keisha. You talking about Cardi B. Should the parents be the role model? Well, of course, your kids are gonna be a reflection of what they see you do. So of course you're a role model, because if my daughter saw me just have every Tom, Dick, and Harry running in and out of my house, they're gonna think, like, first of all, it's okay to just be loose like that. But I feel like a kid should definitely have parents to look up to, but there's nothing wrong with them having outside role models as long as it makes sense. I don't think like a Cardi B or a Megan Thee Stallion or Sexy Red is that, but you got to help them, guide them in the right way. As a parent, you got to help them guide and say, hey, that's not the direction you want it in.
Definitely.
I will say this. That's not the only forms of entertainment that you got role models that you can look at. I mean, you got your Angela Bassett's, you got your Lena Waithe, you got your Cynthia Erivo's, you got, like, we have options. Shonda Rhimes. I'm not saying that you need to hide your children from the world. I grew up very sheltered. I think that was a terrible decision on my grandmother's part. She did the best she could. I just think that, realistically speaking, yes, your children are going to see Cardi B. They're going to see Megan Thee Stallion. They're going to see Lotto. But you also need to present your children with your Taraji P. Henson's, your Angela Bassett's, your Shonda Rhimes. You need to give them variety. That's what the 90s, music-wise and role model-wise, we had options. We didn't have to just listen to gangster rap, or we didn't have to just listen to, positive. We had so much variety. If you see that is not what's being pushed in media, it's your job as a parent to show them things other than just what's in the media.
But Chris, Taraji, listen, Baby Boy was so toxic. That was such a toxic ass movie because
She was
like
his,
it showed.
Long-
I'm sorry, go.
Oh no, all I was about to say was yes, I do agree with you. I 100% agree with you. But we were just talking about how Cardi wrong for moving on with her life. So Yvette stayed, and we think it was toxic and she was crazy.
No,
But how
I
is
don't
no? Look,
think
well, what
Cardi's
I'm
wrong.
saying is, what's the difference between how Cardi and Offset is versus Yvette and Jody? Said one
Well,
had
no,
money and one didn't.
Cardi has a right to move on. I feel like I don't like the way that she's moving on. I don't like the way she's moving with it. Don't bring the kids involved in it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like let's separate that because first of all, you don't know how long this relationship gonna last. You just started fucking with the nigga. So now you're doing too much with including the kids that when the shit go bad, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get this nigga to start flipping and tripping. I don't know no man that's gonna be cool with certain stuff. And now you're antagonizing and now you want to throw your rocks and hide your hands, but when he nut up, now it's gonna be like, woe is me. And at the end of the day, that's not how it's supposed to be.
I think it's the other way around. Cardi really do be chilling. Like the only time she crash out is normally when he at the airport already. That lady don't just wake up in the morning and pick with him. But I do think he knows who she is as a person. Yet by Austin, I think he knows who she is as a person. I'm sorry. If you know that lady fly off the handle and get triggered by stuff, why do stuff to trigger her and then point your finger at her?
Hey Jay Solid, how you doing, baby?
Toxicity at its finest, D. Toxicity at its finest.
Listen,
I'm sorry. It don't give that she throw rocks and hide her hand. It give the other way around. And you know that lady emotionally cannot control herself like that. So she be crashing out.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect this though. I didn't expect her to come hard like with somebody else, and like I didn't expect that. I thought she was about to chill, you know what I'm saying, get in her bag, but
Why? Which one of these celebrities you see chilling getting their bed?
none of them.
right.
None of them.
And I'm not judging them. I think sometimes you wait too long moving forward, and it's from somebody who been single how many years, and that's me being transparent. Wait, you should wait if you need to wait. There is no right or wrong way to get over and heal with somebody. I think it's too much on the woman of what she should and shouldn't do. He was moving on. He was moving backwards. He was moving forwards. He was moving left, right, up, down in their relationship. Remember when he claimed he cheated because I don't know. I just miss my grandma. Come on, bro. This nigga played in her face so motherfucking much.
Fucking
But
liar. Why you playing these games? If you don't leave
I just miss my mama. No, well, you know what? You continue to miss your grandma. I'm gonna go get me a new daddy.
Let's start there.
Clock that T. Now clock.
Now I'm not saying that I think she right, but I just don't like how everybody like Cardi should do this and Cardi should do that. We know a man gonna be a man. Well, that's the motherfucking problem. We wouldn't even be here if he wasn't doing the shit he was doing. That lady wanted her family. He didn't. I don't care what he's saying. He showed her that he didn't. Didn't that lady say in that video, men show you with their actions?
Yeah.
Okay, what was he acting like?
No, but I'm saying I don't think
no,
it's
but
wrong.
listen to what I'm saying. He had reckless abandon when it came to her feelings. If we not together, why do I give a fuck about how? Now you should, but if she don't want to, she ain't wrong. I ain't saying she right, but she ain't wrong.
Right.
He ain't give a fuck about her feelings. She literally saying that house that you in Atlanta, that was our house, and you bring bitches in it. When them children go down there, you think they not in the house with some other woman? Come on now. No, we knew he was with other women before that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
I get what you're saying.
When y'all started.
But when we talking about
all I'm saying, I just don't like everybody being more critical on Cardi than they is on him. We here because of him, not because of her.
I don't feel like but it's not critical of her. She can move on. I'm all for her moving on. That is not a problem. I feel like the issue is her moving on should not include the kids right now. I just feel like and not vocally. It ain't like you got a fucking Russell Wilson. Let's start there.
Now I know I was on the side of like I was going with it. I understand what you're saying now. I get it.
It's not like she has a Russell Wilson. We're talking about she has a nigga that's out here fucking bitches as well. And you're including your kids with it. And then you're using this man to help taunt your soon-to-be ex-husband or whatever the fuck. And when it goes bad, then we're going to be playing victim. Okay, you can't be playing with people. You can't be playing with these men and their kids like that. Just like a nigga can't play with me and my kids.
So basically,
you understand me?
So when he was playing with her, and that girl said he came to New York and didn't visit her kids. When he came out there to buy gifts for every one of his children except hers, that's not playing games. That's not doing too much.
Wait a minute, run that back.
That lady got down to the live and said that he came to New York and purposely did not visit the kids. For the holidays, he took pictures with all of his other children but hers. He purposely bought Christmas gifts for all of his children but hers. Now, you got to think about it. The daughter he had with her, that little girl was used to her daddy being in that house and in her life. I remember videos coming out and she was so in love with her daddy. Ocean was used to his daddy being in his life. Not because y'all beefing, you don't went cold turkey. That woman in the house with them kids feeling it. So but he's playing games as much as her, Britt. If she don't need to do all that, have the same energy for him.
I'm saying I get that, but it ain't just him and her on that too. She don't give like she makes it an easy transition with them fucking kids. As much as she want to pretend, listen, just as much as that nigga's a nut, I believe she's a fucking fool. You can't tell me. And then she got her family right there. She got her sister, her mom and daddy, and motherfuckers talking. Like at some point,
he was a fool before. You seen her on Love and Hip Hop. He should have chose better. What I'm trying to say is, if you dog me out like that, why the fuck should I make your life easy? Why I got to be the bigger person the whole time? She was the bigger person the whole marriage.
You got a point. You got a point.
And again, I'm not saying that she's right. Have the same energy from both parties. Yes, if you think about it, all the cheating that he did, it came out in the blogs. He wasn't just out here. He was being blatantly disrespectful, but he just not no person like that in general, how she crashed out. But he knew who Cardi was before he married that woman.
Yeah, but
if it wasn't an easy transition when she was your girlfriend, if it wasn't an easy transition when she was your fiance, if it wasn't an easy transition when she was your wife, why would it be any easier now? That lady who she was when they got together. He the one that changed on her.
That's true.
You got a point there.
That man came all on the stage while that girl was performing. Take me back. I want you back. Now I'm not gonna cheat on you no more. Here go all these flowers. I'm not gonna cheat on you no more.
Every time.
Maybe I'm not gonna say that I know people that's like that, but maybe I know people that's like that. Maybe I know people that, it's the fact of you don't want me, so now you doing this, so now let me try to get my way back in. Then next thing you know is like, but I really don't like you in the first place.
Who don't like who in the first place?
No, I'm saying like it could be that kind of situation where it was like she was out the door, she was leaving, and then next thing you know, what Damien, you are way back in this conversation. I need you to fast forward. Okay, one more thing here. Look, Chris, you say one more thing. Every time you say one more thing, we start a whole new conversation. One more thing that I'm gonna touch on. Baby boy, you ladies like a Melvin in the kitchen.
We know Peach do.
Listen, mama need love too.
Sure do.
We know Peach do.
Sure do.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what I like at this point in life. Everything gets to fuck with my nerves. But I could see why the mama liked it. I know they had to be hard. And you know she was in there letting that man turn her every which way with loose trying to get Jody out that house.
You know she was.
Listen, he was tearing that ass up.
And he had the nerve to be in there not paying no bills, not being no parts of a productive member of society. Mad because his mama doing all the shit that he doing at her house.
Okay.
Nigga drank all the Kool-Aid. The nigga drank all the Kool-Aid.
All the Kool-Aid.
You want something to eat? This not man in there.
Why he
Frog fucking your barber, frog fucking your barber, and oh, I love the ride. Go circles and circles and there. Yeah, I don't want no breakfast, nigga. Leave me alone. But yeah, think about this. Yvette had her own place. Tita was with her mama.
Yeah.
That man did what he wanted to do. That man did what he wanted to do.
Her car, using her Nissan Altima.
Give it a rings back on that was a Honda Accord. Okay, I had that car. That was my first car. We was not gonna play the Honda and the Accord.
Hey, Bonnie. Listen.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hey,
The
Bonnie.
Honda Accord / Nissan Altima. He was using the car to go pick up another broad. What? Let me tell you something. Oldest trick in the book. I wish a nigga would. Let me tell you something, nigga. Let you think that you gonna pick up a hoe. You gonna pick up a hoe in my car?
Here go this goddamn. You know what you sound like? They bounce on that man. I'm going to the store when I give me a cold drink. I'm gonna bust it down. That's what you sound like. That fucking bounce.
So funny.
Listen, I've been working on it. Listen, I've been working on it. Cause can't even
Stop.
What's funny is that. What's funny is that is how New Orleans sound to her. Because if it didn't, she wouldn't be making that fucking invitation. The shit fucking taking me the fuck
That
out.
is how they sound. That is
Stop,
how
bro.
That
they
is
sound.
not how the fuck the people sound.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to tell you.
No, it ain't.
You knew what I was talking about. You knew what
I know you sound like you saying some words, and I know what you're trying to get at. It's like you 30% there. We gonna work on the other 70. Work harder. Work harder, friend. Work harder. Work a little harder.
Say it again, Britt.
I can't even come out. You heard me?
What she actually trying to say is no hoe. That's what she trying to say. But she now whipping it right.
Yeah.
Okay, help me out. Let me get my language. How we doing?
You got to stop. We drag our words, but you dragging it on down through there. You taking it too long. It's too long. We don't stay that long. No. And see where I'm from. We not know you heard me, people. We say man. Go ahead, man. We main people. We not you heard me. You heard me is Mo Nola.
Look, you heard me? Mm-hmm.
That's New Orleans.
Yeah. Listen, I wish I could play my granddaddy. If you hear my granddaddy, oh, he's so funny. Hey, baby. He's just like a little strange guy. I be laughing. No, but y'all definitely say man. Hey man. Say man. Okay.
Think about it. We sound like Lil Webby when you really think about it. Webby and Boosie. That's how we talk.
Yeah. Yep.
Dang, that's crazy.
But that your New Orleans accent, you need to snip that shit. That needs to be a YouTube short. I wasn't motherfucking ready.
Okay, let me say another part, and then I gotta remember.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Okay, what I said? Because the hawk can never.
Stop, Britt.
Now see, Tina gonna cuss you out by playing with her goddamn accent, but that lady said stop playing with them like that.
No, listen, I'm telling you, after yesterday, I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it because I'm about to get it. I'm about to practice.
And let me tell you something. I'm glad I'm glad you went to go for it. Now, where you went, I don't know, but you definitely left to go there. I'm not lying, friend. So I appreciate you get an E for effort. Yeah. Oh, all we can
I'm
do
working
like the guy, or we can do like the guy, or we can do like the guy on TikTok. He brung McDonald's for his son and not the rest of and not the rest of the kids. Well, I ain't gonna necessarily say he wrong,
You
but
don't
baby, you should have got your son and took
like
him to
my accent,
McDonald's.
Dave?
Oh, who
Yeah,
responsible for them
Dave, you
other
don't like
kids,
my
man?
accent because I've been working hard for the past 12 hours on my accent
Dame,
for the past 12 hours.
Dame, ain't it something, Dame? Ain't it like something you never heard before?
It's like, because a hawk can never
You
can't
know
even
who
come
she
up.
sound like?
She said,
Do
take
y'all
her
remember?
phone.
Y'all remember the cartoon Bobby's World?
Yeah.
She sound like your mom, like the mom. Oh, Bobby,
I
don't
don't
you
remember
know?
that. No,
Bobby,
she
don't
sound
you
like that
know?
song. I'm
She
finna go
said,
to the
hell
store and
no.
get a cold drink. And when I get a cold drink, I'm gonna bust it down. That's what she sound like. That dude who was imitating the New Orleans accent, and then they made it into a bounce song. That's what you
Get a
sound like.
cold drink. What he said? I'm gonna go get a cold drink. I'm gonna go get a
Yeah,
cold drink, and I'm gonna
I'm
and
bust it
bust
finna go
it.
down.
to the
Do the
store.
bust it down, Brie. Do the bust it down part.
Bust it down.
Cause
Stop,
y'all
man.
know we don't say what everybody else say. We call you like a Coke or a Sprite. We call them cold drinks. Really the whole state of Louisiana. I don't know how they travel through.
No,
Everybody
listen,
calls it a cold drink.
my middle daughter, since she was a little kid, can I get a cold drink? All of us in the house, like, where the hell is she learning this at? We're like, Trina, what the fuck? I need a cold drink. She from Long Beach. It's gotta take a while. Definitely gonna take a while. But listen, I'll go. I got family and friends from out there, but the problem is I just can't do it. But after I heard it yesterday, I was just like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it some more because that shit was fun. But no, my daughter, can I get a cold drink? A cold drink? We don't get, you mean a soda? A pop? A pop? What?
Now that
We
sounds crazy. Pop, soda,
we
cold.
don't
That
say
sounds
pop.
crazy as hell.
My daughter said a straight cold drink.
We don't
That's
say
Cause
what we
that
pop.
say.
lady is
That's what we say.
smart.
Where I'm from. We say a pop. Let me get a pop. That mean
That's
that
my
mean
friend. She
a
say out here too.
carbonated beverage.
No, definitely South shit, Dame, because I definitely be like, can I
Nah,
get a
that's
soda?
just Louisiana.
Cold drink?
Don't
Can a
nobody say
cold
that but
drink?
us.
Can I get a
Don't nobody
cold
say that but us.
up
No.
north? They think a cold drink is water. What? So
No,
what's up north? What's up north?
they
Is that
talk
North
about where I'm
Louisiana?
at. That's where I'm at. Basically, depending on where you're from, usually
Here
up
you
north
go.
is
I
where I'm
know I'm
at.
from Watts. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know you from Watts. We're not gonna talk about you Watts people.
Up north, we just
Hey,
think a cold drink
Tyrese
is
is
a
from
drink that's
Watts,
cold.
and I can separate the man from the music.
No,
Who?
we don't want to talk about the Watts people. Let's start there.
Well, your accent definitely accented like it never accented before. I'm gonna need it to make a guest appearance. It definitely stole the show.
It's definitely gonna make an appearance on Jeezy's. Okay, she said Chicago. No, he not. Okay, where he at? If he not from Watts, where he from? Because he claimed he from Watts, and I could have
That's
sworn he was
what he
from Watts.
claimed. That's what
Well,
he
I could have sworn
always
he was
said.
from Watts. Where you said he from? He was from Watts.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you mean the project? Well, nobody talk about the projects. We ain't talking about the projects, okay? He gonna kill me. He gonna kill me.
Oh
Listen,
shit!
we not talking about the
Stop,
project,
man.
okay? Well, okay. When I say I'm in the project, Jordan Downs and the Gordons. Look, I don't go to no Gordons. I don't go to no project. I don't go to no homes. I don't go to no wards. I don't go nowhere, honey.
Baby, the accent is just one of a
Dang, bro.
kind. You got it, Britt. You got it. You definitely got it, Britt. You
Listen,
win.
you just have to be there to understand why I'm practicing.
You goddamn win,
I'm
Britt.
practicing. I'm practicing. But somebody gonna look. Somebody gonna get it
Hey,
I
Britt,
mean,
put my
somebody gonna
get
get
it already
something.
down
Now, what
pat.
they getting, I don't know, but you win.
They gonna I'm gonna say
You
because a
win.
whore can never.
Oh shit, I could tell.
A
She better not
whore. They
never
gotta say
again.
a whore can never. It's
yeah,
too damn hot out there.
practice that in the mirror.
Hot
Oh shit.
where?
In the
Where,
mirror in the
Dame? Where's it hot
bathroom.
at? Well, no, I've been practicing all day. I told you for the past 12 hours. And I've been like trying to say it in my head to get it right. Because I said when Jeezy go live, I'm gonna be like, oh, there's because I could never.
Jesus,
Texas
he
was
gonna
down.
laugh.
No, definitely
He
not.
gonna laugh like he would any other day.
Please do it. Please do.
I'm
I'm
gonna
ready
do
to laugh.
it. Too humid.
Man,
Now listen, I like, of course I'm a Cali girl, so I love the weather and stuff in Cali, but out here, I ain't gonna lie, Houston, this shit be crazy. This shit be hot for no reason. It was hot earlier. I didn't realize how hot it was till I left the house. I said, oh, my air been on. Y'all tripping. Yeah, it's hot in Louisiana now.
I don't know. I like Texas. Texas is not as humid as Louisiana, so I rock with it.
Yeah, I'm like such a Cali girl. That's crazy.
I know we can hear all the Cali in your accent.
I be trying. I love home. I love home. I just it's
I
different. It's a
want to go
different
to
place. I
California
miss
though.
it.
I really think I should. I ain't never
Let's
been
go.
before.
We going on a trip. We going on a trip. You said. Go ahead.
We could go on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
I can't. That's crazy. I've never been to
We go to
Cali. I
Cali.
always go to Vegas
He's like,
and
I'm a
never make it to
tropical
Cali.
dude.
I always say I'm a drive to Cali.
It's funny when you go other places though, because when I went to New York, they was tripping out on my accent. They was like, "You sound like Lil Boosie." No, the fuck
He's
I
like, here you
don't.
go. Here come this one. Here come this. Chris, where are you from, Chris? Because Chris, I gotta figure out where you from. One more thing, I'm gonna leave you alone about what the woman on the color purple told her. You are so ugly that she.
Well, you know that movie is not aligned with the book. They actually they was old ladies. They ended up being in a relationship together.
Yeah, I remember that because I read the book and
And
I
in
was
the
like,
book,
this
she
shit is
ate
not.
eye.
in the book.
Yeah,
Oh, I gotta read that book.
Yeah, she ate eye in
I
that
got
book.
flyers right now, Dame. Yeah, I got okay, but let me tell y'all something. It has been a pleasure. I love y'all for coming to support me. We gonna act up every time. Tomorrow, remember what you say. What I say? What you mean? Said I don't know what you're talking about. It's so funny because Boosie across the tracks and we don't hear an accent.
It depends.
Huh?
I think it's just certain words we say that, but like Boosie not really known for his accent. He known for the shit he say, not
Yeah,
an actual
his
accent.
voice is like a kind of like, how do I say it? He kind of got like a almost like a squeaky kind of voice. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
to
I
be
can't
honest,
maybe.
when you think about it, Gates don't really have one that you could hear real clear. Young Boy don't have one that you could hear real clear.
No, young boy just cuss hard, bitch. Like
No,
I'm like,
Yeah,
I
wait.
hear
yeah,
young
All Baton
boys.
Rouge
I
yeah,
hear
people
young
cuss
yeah.
boys.
hard. We all cuss hard.
I'm like, why he cussing? It's like
We
it's
all
like
cuss
insane.
hard.
Like the bitch. Like I'm like,
Danielle,
why? What?
Danielle, do you cuss hard? I want to know. I know we about to leave because you was about to do your speech. But I just want to know, do Danielle cuss hard? Because to me, all BR people cuss hard.
Listen, he goes in. I'll be like, where he finding it from his soul? Like it was like, bitch. You're like, wait, what happened? What did she do to you, sir? I'm
But
not. I'm
think
lost.
about it. That live that I was upset and I was flashing out, was I not cussing hard?
Yeah.
All right. We just all cuss hard.
Wait, D, who made you upset?
Get off my nuts.
Mm.
I'm just playing. It's just not anything I'm choosing to disclose out in the public. But yeah, I had my reasons for being upset and I'm calm now.
What's my favorite word? Why you going? What's my favorite word? Bitch. But that's how he said. I love God and will curse you. No, for real. Be all about the Lord, but then gonna cuss you straight out. Figure it out. Daisy said she does cuss hard.
I'm telling you, I know she do.
That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I gotta hear myself cuss somebody out.
You cuss hard, Britt.
Yep.
I cuss hard.
Man, you say bitch so hard. Ooh, you be crashing out, man. Your bitch, I be feeling it in my chest. I be sad.
Man, I'll be scared. Man, I'll be scared, man. Like,
not you be scared. Not you be scared, Lord.
I think you don't even be telling me, and I'll be like, man, what I do?
I don't even be trying. I gotta work on myself. Remember, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be live talking about soul food and the dysfunctional family. Let's start there, okay? Also, you cuss too hard, Britt. Here we go. Well, you would know, Dane. You definitely would know.
I'm gonna watch it just for you, Britt. Again.
Oh, you gotta watch it again, and we're gonna go at it. But it's gonna be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're gonna be going over soul food. Also 1 p.m. tomorrow. I think he goes live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Jeezy goes live at 1 p.m. Let's support Peachy, Miss Peachy Blanco. Wednesdays and Fridays, she be live with Peach Talk. So let's make sure we support everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's show love and support to each other. Let's keep this thing positive. Let's keep it popping. And let's have a wonderful day. A wonderful night. Y'all got anything to say?
No. Subscribe on our channel, so if I want to go live, I could go live one day.
Yes.
Yes, right, please follow us.
She gonna go live. Follow OSOD. Let's show her some love because she gonna have some content coming up. Let me see. I can't see everything that's coming up. Anybody else got anything to say? Well, y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe. Bye.
To who? Man, I'm confused.
Hey.
Go, Breeze.
KD. As women, there's rules we need to stand by. Stand for something to fall for anything. Look, never let a nigga fuck you over more than once. Anybody owe you bread, do not accept the crumbs. Remember, you can never tell these bitches everything. Today she call you sis, tomorrow she your enemy. Money to the side, don't let no nigga leave you dry. Stand no business, if they say it's up, you better ride. Keep the family first, put that in front of everything. Bet that on yourself if you gon' roll the dice on anything. Any points to be made, don't be scared to prove it. And you better look fucking good when there's rules on how to move out here, you know this shit get ugly. I had a bitch do me the dirtiest, but claim to love me. I went through hella shit and back to be kicked up and comfy. You